Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, our lesson for today is all about the emotional intelligence. So, this is connected from what I have given to you last meeting about your sit work, questions about emotions, feelings, your mood, and your status on that particular day. So, for today, we will be discussing um, about emotional intelligence. And later on, I want you to answer your sit work number two at the end of this session. So you will be creating your own reflection connected for what we will be discussing this afternoon. So let's begin. All right. So from the definition here, so when we say emotions, again we have a quotations that we all have the emotions, but we all handle them and express them in different ways. Do you agree with that? Of course. Okay. So according to the definition, this is the capacity to be aware of, to control, and to express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. You still remember way back 2019 or 2020 kung saan doon tayo na hit ng coronavirus, no, during the pandemic times. The question is that ano yung naging emotions ng lahat ng tao during that time. Nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, and then halos lahat no nagkaroon ng COVID. So what is the emotions of all the people no way back 2019? So maaring yung iba nakaranas ng sadness, depression, anxiety, no? Yung iba naman quite happy kasi andun yung time na kung saan mas nagkaroon sila ng bonding with their families pero may sadness pa rin, 'di ba? Kung makikita natin and so on. So maraming emotions no na pwede tayong na-experience or nakita din natin sa ibang tao. So another is what if nagkaroon tayo ng weak or poor internet connection? Ano yung usual response natin when it comes to our emotions? Yung iba, mabilis magalit, mabilis mainis, or yung iba naman, kalmado lang, okay lang. Okay? So what else? Another example is pumunta ka sa isang mall, no? Then pagpunta mo sa isang mall, kita mo sobrang dami ng tao. And then hindi mo ma-avail yung gusto mong bilhin kasi ang haba ng pila, ang init, no? Masyadong siksikan, wala na halos space, wala na magalawan. So what will be your response with that when it comes to your behavior? No, yung iba maiinip na agad, uuwi na agad, hindi na matutuloy yung kanilang bibilhin, aalis na ng mall. Yung iba naman masaya lang dahil maraming taong nakikita. Iba naman feeling irritable kasi yung iba ayaw ng masyadong maraming tao. So lahat ng 'yon it defines the capacity of the individual to express no their emotions. Okay? And sometimes nakikita din natin sa emotions is ano yung nagiging mood ng isang tao when it comes to different situations. Again, lahat tayo may emotions. But the question is that how you will handle, how you will manage well your emotions. Paano nga ba natin to ma-express though we have different ways to express our emotions. But the question is that how you will handle your emotions. Okay? So, next slide natin, we have our on the second slide. So, we have six basic emotions. So, may number one tayo, which is joy. Meron din tayong sadness. Meron tayong disgust. Number four is fear. Number five is anger. And number six is surprise. So, ito yung anim na basic emotions na kung saan lahat ng tao is meron. So, saan nagmumula or paano yung emotions natin, no, as a person? So, where are our emotions? The truth is all our emotions are in our what? In our brain. But they extend to all parts of our body, and we feel pressure in our chest when we're sad, and we feel butterflies in our stomach when we are happy. Again, we have the important part of our body kung saan nag start or nagka-come out ang emotions ng isang tao. Again, the truth is the emotions are coming to our brain. Naniniwala ba kayo lahat the way tayo nagfa-function, no? At this moment, paano rin tayo nag-iisip, paano tayo nagde-decide, paano tayo nagre-react, paano nagre-response, lahat. It all comes to our brain. Okay? So, napakahalaga ng part ng katawan ng isang tao, yung human brain. Okay? So, ngayon, check natin. Sa part ng brain, ano-ano ba yung nagiging function niya na makikita natin dito nag-i-start ang emotions ng isang tao. So as you can see here from the illustration, meron tayong tinatawag na neocortex. So this is rational or thinking brain. Okay? And then, yung nakikita nyo ditong color pink, light pink, ayan, this is the limbic brain wherein the emotional or yung tinatawag na feeling brain. So, una natin, the thinking brain, and then meron din tayong feeling brain. So, sa limbic brain natin nag-start yung emotions, yung mood na meron tayo, kaya ito yung nararamdaman, ito yung nafe-feel natin, and so on and so forth. And meron din tayong reptilian brain. This is the instinctual or the dinosaur brain. This one. So you can see yung nasa lower part, yung parang dark pink, okay, na color. So ito yung bumubuo, no, sa sa brain ng isang tao. Okay, there are certain parts and functions ng brains natin para maging malinaw sa inyo saan ba nagka-come out ang ating, sabi ko nga kanina, it all started with our brain. So, yung emotions, yung moods and feelings natin is from the limbic brain. Ayan. So, moving on, ayan. So, it says here also that emotions can be defined as a physiological state made by three characteristics. So, meron tayong behavioral response na tinatawag, meron din tayong physiological response, and meron din tayong subjective experience. So, i-discuss natin tong tatlong to wherein very general kasi when we say emotions that is something that we can express, we can control, no? Or yung nafe-feel natin, pero it is um, divided into three characteristic, no? Yung emotions natin when it comes to behavioral response, when it comes to psychological response, and subjective experience. Okay? So, next slide. Ayan. So, what is behavioral response? So, this is something to do with the conduct of a person. So, the physical expression or conduct of emotions are shared by all cultures and they are thought to be inherently human. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating behavioral conduct, this is referring to the way individuals act, the way they behave. Are you familiar with that? And then the way they take the various situations, no, na pwede nilang ma-encounter day by day. And honestly speaking, it encompasses the actions, the reactions then, and choices ng isang tao on how they will respond to what? Not just in the circumstances, but also sa environment. And also include na natin yung mga social interactions. So, in behavioral conduct natin, it can be influenced. That's why we have the emotions. No? Um, Factors are the cultural norms na tinatawag. We have also the personal values, yung upbringing sa atin, and of course, the external stimuli. So, itong behavioral response natin is napakahalaga, no, sa isang tao because this is associated with ethical behavior as well. Okay? Ano ba yung mga ethical behavior? Like, the way you treat other people, the way mo nire-respeto yung ibang tao, yung empathy, yung integrity mo kasama, it is also related to the tinatawag na societal norms and the legal standards. So, important note, students, na kailangan ninyong may jot down when it comes to behavioral response is this is vary from one culture and society to another. So, nai-inherit, no? Pwedeng namamana din. And what is considered appropriate or inappropriate behavior can differ significantly. Okay? So, in addition, the behavioral conduct can be influenced by also yung individual differences na tinatawag in personal preference. Okay, so that's for the behavioral response. Okay? And also, meron din tayong tinatawag na physiological response. So, pag sinabi ng physiological response, every emotion we feel comes with a body response. So, our heart rate changes, our temperature increases or decreases. Different hormones are released, and our sweat and intestinal functions are altered. Okay? So, uh, what do you mean when we say physiological? Anong tinutukoy nito sa emotions? Kanina, yung behavioral, sabi ko, this is something na pwede nating ma-inherit, no? Or pwede ding, kung ano yung nakikita kasi natin sa culture natin, sa environment, ganun na din nagiging response natin. No? Na alimbawa, kapag may na broken hearted, dahil ang nangyayari 'pag broken-hearted lahat naman talaga is malungkot, umiiyak. Lahat na rin talaga umiiyak at malungkot. Wala namang magre-response na, "Ay masaya ako kasi broken-hearted ako." Walang gano'n. But, titignan natin, puwede rin naman tayong, makapag-create 'no, ng emotions natin if you feel like broken. Pero yun nga, dahil sa culture or dahil ito na yung, naging tradition, that's how the behavior response natin when it comes sa emotion. And then yung physiological na tinatawag is something to do with the changes or reactions no na pwedeng mag-occur again na mention ko kanina in our body in order for us to respond. So the responses are the body's way of adapting to different situations and maintaining which is the stable environment that is necessary. Okay? So ano ba yung common example natin ng mga physiological responses? Are you familiar with with the digestive responses. After eating a meal, the digestive system responds by what? Of course, secreting digestive enzymes and increasing what? Blood flow, yung digestive organs natin, and then it facilitates the breakdown and absorption na tinatawag ng nutrients. So that is the physiological response, digestive responses. So what else? Ano pa yung example natin? Stress response, ayan. Naalala ko yung last question ko sa inyo yung seat work natin last time. If you feel so stressed, ang dami nag-say ng yes, no? And then may mga nag-answer pa ng you need stress reliever. So isa siya sa physiological response wherein yung may tinatawag na chronic stress can lead to physiological responses like increased blood pressure, yung muscle tension, nagkakaroon ng releasing of stress hormones, which can have a long-term health effects if not managed properly. Okay? So, again, it's not just the behavior response, meron din tayong physiological response, no? Again, this is the characteristics of our emotions. So, maraming pwedeng maapektuhan, no, when it comes with our emotions. And then, another example na pwede kong mabigay sa inyo dito is relaxation response. Under pa din to ng physiological. So, activities like meditation, yung deep breathing, relaxation exercises can trigger the psychological responses that lead to what? Reduce heart rate, nagkakaroon tayo ng muscle relaxation, and syempre nagdi-decrease yung stress hormone level natin. Okay? So what else? Meron pa ba kayo naiisip when it comes to physiological responses? Last na lang, how about the regulation of body temperature? No? When the body is exposed to hot or cold environments, of course, it regulates its temperature through what? Process like pagpapawis, no? Or shivering to maintain a stable core temperature. So, it works, no? Pagdating sa ating emotions talaga, kailangan nating ma-handle ng maayos kasi marami yung pwedeng maapektuhan ng ating mga responses because of our emotions, not just our attitude and behavior, nagkakaroon ng changes, but also our body. Okay? So, next is we have another characteristic is yung tinatawag na subjective experience. Ayan. What is subjective experience all about? So let's read the definition. When we say subjective experience, so these are the emotions that can be triggered and experienced in different ways. Something that makes one person happy may cause fear in another. Emotions are shared by everyone, but they are lived and felt subjectively. So ano yung pwede nating maging explanation dito? So it refers to what? Individual's personal, it can be internal, and often unique perception of thoughts. Okay? And sabi na natin yung sensory experiences ng mundo. So this is the way in which yung tao he or she personally interprets and process the world that surrounds them. So it influenced by what? Can be their thoughts, can be their feelings, yung beliefs nila, and prior experiences in life. So subjective experiences can vary greatly from one person to another, even when exposed to the same external stimuli or the situations. So meron tayong key characteristics of subjective experience. So, meron tayong tinatawag na personal perspective. Ayan, lahat tayo is aware when it comes to personal perspective. So, kasama siya sa characteristic ng emotion. So, subjective experience is inherently individualistic, reflecting each person's perspective, and it can involve feelings, thoughts, interpretations that are unique to that individual. What else? We have also the bias and perception. So, what is bias and perception? Subjective experience can be influenced by cognitive biases and perceptual filters that color one's perceptions of reality. So, these biases include what? Confirmation bias, cognitive um, the cognitive skills, and the selective intention. Okay? So again, number one is the um, key characteristic is personal perspective. Under to ng subjective experience, ah. And then number two example natin is yung tinatawag na bias and perception. And then ang pwede ko pang maibigay sa inyo example is yung tinatawag na subjective reality. So ito naman yung experience, that subjective experience that may not always align with the objective reality. So, sabihin na natin, two people experiencing the same event may have very different subjective experiences based on their individual perspective and interpretations. So, sample, two persons na broken-hearted, ayan, pero meron ding dalawang tao on the other side na broken-hearted. Pero iba yung magiging interpretation nila dun sa situation na yun eh. Iba rin yung magiging dating ng kanilang pag-express ng feelings because nasa magkaiba silang sitwasyon. Though same silang naka-encounter or naka-experience ng pagiging broken-hearted, pero the way they will interpret, it depends upon their feelings, their thoughts, and perception. Yun yung pwede nilang ma-share sa tao. So, it is subjective in reality kasi mismong nararanasan ng isang tao. That's why minsan no, nagkakaroon tayo ng pagkakaiba-iba ng ah, pagtingin sa isang bagay simply because of our experiences. So, nagmamatter yung mga experiences natin. Kaya, yung emotions din natin, most of the time, um, hindi magkakaparehas eh. Hindi natin pwedeng pag-isahin lahat ng um, nararamdaman ng isang tao, no? Dun sa isang tao na yon kasi laging nakadepende doon sa reality kung ano yung nangyari sa kanila from the past or any experience nila. Okay? And recognizing the role of subjective experience is very essential for what? For effective communication, for understanding the diversity of human perspectives as well, and responses to various aspect of life. Ayan. So, for you to understand the well, again, we differentiated the three characteristic of emotions. That is, again, one of the major part of our body is, of course, our brain, kung saan dyan nag-start lahat ng emotions, lahat ng mood na pwede nating ma-release in every situation. But always remember that this is having the three characteristic, paano yan nagre-reflect sa isang tao, or paano natin yan ina-express or showcase no, sa ibang tao. So we have the behavioral, uh, physiological, and also the subjective experience. So you have set work. Then I want you to watch the full video. I guess that is 17 minutes. And that is also connected for what we have discussed this afternoon. So I just want to leave that when it comes to leave this conclusion that we as individual, even we have different ways to express our emotions, always remember that it is very important to handle and to manage our responses when it comes to our emotions. So, even magkakaiba tayo ng pinagmulan, iba't iba tayo ng pinanggalingan, no? Pero um, the lesson teaching us on how uh, we can easily handle and face those circumstances, no? Na pwede nating ma-experience kasi emotions din ang number one, no? Na nagiging ano natin support to deal with our problems and circumstances. Pero kailangan marunong tayo mag-manage at mag-handle ng ating mga emotions. It can be uh, those characteristics I mentioned a while ago, no? Kailangan natin yang bantayan because emotions play a crucial role in human experience and influencing influencing our thought, influencing our um what do you call this one? Influencing our actions and relationships. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening for our quick lesson for this afternoon. Thank you and God bless everyone.